What's up, YouTube? I'm Ace Palomero, South Texas Realtor, proud son of the Rio Grande Valley, and a Grandmaster of the art of talking shit. Welcome to my channel. Today, I want to answer the question of, do you really need a realtor? And the quick and dirty of it is no, you do not. The caveat is that you need to be both willing to do the work and the research yourself, as well as have the time to do that work and that research. And not everybody has that time. And not everybody has the financial discipline to keep their emotions in check when they are making what is likely the biggest purchase of their life. Sometimes real estate transactions can get complicated. You run into issues like zoning, permits, deed restrictions, appraisal gaps, clouds on title, just to name a few. And the more complicated the transaction, the more you should probably consider hiring a professional. Kind of like with everything else. Maybe you don't need to hire a mechanic to do your oil change. But what if you need to replace your transmission? Maybe you don't need to hire a barber to shave your head. But what if you're getting married, right? How's your new wife gonna feel about you having to buzz your hair because you messed up? And maybe you don't need a professional baker to make you a regular cake, right? Maybe you guys be craving. Well, once again, what if it's your wedding cake? Speaking of weddings, check out this article that my lovely, awesome fiance sent to me. So check this out from mysanantonio.com by Kelsey Thompson, whoever you are. This was from yesterday, June 2. So, title: This Texas city is number one in the nation for the first time, or for first-time home buyers. And check it out right here. Among 180 metro areas ranked, smart asset named McAllen the best metro for Nargle home buyers in the nation, noted for its home price affordability when factoring in the median income of the region. For those of you who are looking to buy real estate here and you're from out of town, out of state, couple of things as part of my opinion as a local resident, I have not seen this type of growth here ever, and I've been here since I was 3 years old. Um, I haven't seen the type of traffic here also. Like, it's gotten way worse compared to even just 5 years ago. And I don't know if the median income justifies the median house price right now. If you are thinking about buying here, I definitely recommend visiting the area. Probably do it this summer. Do it when it's the hottest. Drive around, go to the mall, go to little shopping strips here in Uptown and whatnot. On a Saturday, do it Saturday, like late morning, early afternoon, just so you can see how it is, see how you like it. So back on topic, buyers. If you're a buyer, you have likely been told the rather inaccurate statement that the seller pays your agent's commission. That's just false. Because of how widespread that inaccuracy is, many amateur real estate agents will use it to promote their services. The reality is that buyers always pay the commission, both for their agent and the listing agent. Everything else is simply semantics, and I will die on this hill. And the reason why I'm so confident of this statement is because, just like with everything else, every other product, every other service, the cost of production is passed along to the consumer. And this is always. So when sellers are setting their list price, they are factoring in the cost of commissions. That's why sometimes a price for a given area will be lower for a given property. It'll be lower than the median because the sellers are not paying commissions. Um, if you're going to forego the services of a real estate agent as a buyer, then you have questions that you need to ask yourself. And actually wrote these down. I'm going to post them up on the screen. They are: what is your budget? Do you have the discipline to stick to your budget? Does this purchase align with your long term financial goals? What are your non negotiables? Do you have the emotional fortitude to hold fast to your non negotiables? Do you have the information necessary to be able to make an informed decision on this purchase? Do you have the skill set required to negotiate on your own behalf and see this transaction through closing day? And finally, do you have the time, the energy, and the bandwidth to do all of this on your own? And if your answer to all these questions is yes, then you don't really need a real estate agent. Have at it. Now, for my sellers, if you are thinking about going the FISBO, the for sale by owner route, good for you. I have always been supportive of people doing things for themselves. I do think that most FISBO homes are overpriced. And this is largely due to sellers having an emotional attachment to their property and being unable to separate what they feel from facts, such as the sold price of comps. So, just like buyers thinking about not using a real estate agent to represent them, sellers thinking about doing the same thing should also have questions that they need to ask themselves. And just like the list for buyers, I got a list for sellers. These questions include: what price will you list your home at? How did you get to that number? How will you qualify buyers? How do you plan on handling the showing of your property? Are you comfortable negotiating with buyers and their agents, assuming they have one? Are you able to differentiate between competing offers and figure out which one is the best for you and your needs? This also includes potential contingencies in those offers. Are you aware that the highest price offer may not be the best offer for you as a seller? And lastly, do you have the time, the energy, the bandwidth to do all that is needed to see this transaction to closing day on your own? All right, let's finish off with a little bit about the housing market so far. This is some of the most recent news. So this is from Yahoo News. Jackie Snow, America's housing market is cracking. So fundamentals are shifting. Home price starting to fall. Oh, 2008 financial crisis is starting to be referred to. Mortgage rates around 7%. Home prices dropping in the top 20 biggest metros. A lot of it is the unsold new homes. Luxury, yeah, is even going down. Take that. I got Texas leading the correction. I could have told you that. Oh yeah, Nick Gurley. He has a YouTube channel. Check it out. It's Reventure. But yeah, even Yahoo's reporting on a market correction, maybe crash. This is Housing Wire. So inventory at over 800,000 nationwide, up 16,000 year over year. Median list price is going down. Nationwide is almost down over almost $5,000. You have an increase in price reductions nationwide. And then Redfin. So check out this headline, also published June 2, yesterday. Dana Anderson, U.S. home sellers sitting on nearly $700 billion worth of listings, an all-time high. Housing supply 5-year high. Home is sitting longer on the market. Home buying demand is falling. Home prices are rising. That's probably because a lot of these are the higher end homes, and a lot. I think there's a lot more new construction versus previously owned. Yeah, check it out. 40% of listings have been lingering in the market for over 60 days or 2 months. But yeah, basically all this inventory, especially the new construction, because they have to sell. That if everything else stays the same is going to drive home prices down. The question is, how long will that take? All right, it's almost time to FaceTime my fiance. So let's wrap it up by going over the main points of the video. Main point one: housing market's changing nationwide and in most metros. Main point two: you do not need a real estate agent to buy or sell real estate. Main point and final main point three is that even though you don't need an agent, If you go without one, the chance of you fucking it all up increases exponentially. Um, Other than that, that's it for the video. If you found any of this entertaining, educational, like and subscribe.